Okay, so let's start with our second session today. So I will just share my screen. Let me know if it is visible. Can you see my screen?
Sir, okay.
Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, so guys, in our yesterday's class, we have covered regarding some basic functions, basic terminology in Excel, right? We also covered some key functions like count, count a, then percentage change, right? Then formatting, then paste special. So these all things we have covered yesterday. Apart from it, we have also seen in detail about the sorting thing. How do we sort and all? Then we started with self freezing and we covered self freezing also, as in how we do self freezing. Then next thing that we covered in our yesterday's class was about what if analysis. Under what if analysis, we covered two important concepts. Number one was goal seek, and the number second was data table, right? So these things we covered in our yesterday's class. Okay, so guys, now in today's class we are going to start with filter, and then we will move forward with the if function, right? So guys, first of all, let's look at the filter thing over here. So guys, in Excel there is a option where you can do the filter, right, um, of the data set, correct? So guys, if you look at this particular data, then this particular data is of a company where we have the employee level details. So for an example, you will see that in column number A, there is an employee code. In column number B, there is the first name of the employee. In column C, last name, then department, reason, department code, hire date, and the salary of the employee, right? So this is the data, guys. Now let's suppose we want to do a filter, right? So guys, in order to do a filter, first of all, you are supposed to select the whole data. Then shortcut is Alt D T. Oh, sorry. Shortcut is Alt A T, right? Alt, then A for Apple, then T for telephone, right? So if you press Alt 80, then you will see that there is a triangle shaped icon which is getting activated on the first row of the table, right? So if you ever see such triangle like icon, then you can assume that the filter is on in that particular table, right? Now let's suppose if you want to remove the filter option, then you can again press Alt 80, right? And the filter will go away. Now, let's suppose if you don't remember the shortcut, then what you should do? Then you should select the whole data. Then you are supposed to go to data from the top ribbon. And under data, you will see an option named as filter, right? So once you click on filter, then you will see this type of icon, right? Now, guys, let's suppose I gave you this data set and I am telling you that give me the data for the employee who belongs to North region, right? What is the thing that I'm asking you? I'm asking you that you should give me the data for the people or for the employee who belongs to North region, right? Then what you can do? Then, then you need to first of all apply a filter, then go to region column, and then from here region, you can uncheck the select all option. And let's suppose I told you to give me the North employees who are employed in the North region. Then you press OK. Now you can see you only see the data of the people who belongs to North region or who are working in North region, right? So guys, in a data set, whenever the filter mode is activated, right, so you will see a triangle like icon. Now let's suppose if any column in that data set is filtered, right, then you will see a funnel type of icon. Right now you can see that icon in column number E, right? So guys, if you ever see in any data set this type of icon, then you can assume that the filter has been marked on that column, right? So how you can check this? So once you click this, you will see that either of one or two or maybe three are selected in that particular column, right? So guys, this was our first set of filtering. Now let's suppose I gave you another question that okay, you need to filter the data of the people who are working in north region and whose department is admin, right? So there are 2 points that you are supposed to cover. The first point is that the people should be working in north region, and the department should be admin, right? So how you can do this? So first of all, you need to put a filter of north in column number E. Then under department, you can do a filter of admin, right? So now you can see it only shows you the data of north region and of the people who are working in north region and their department is admin, right? Till this it's clear, guys? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now,
Yes,
guys,
sir.
next thing, the Excel is very smart here, right? So, for an example, you can see that column D contains text, right? It's all text, right? There is no numbers here. It's all text. So, if you click on this filter option, then you will see Excel automatically gives you the option of text filters, right? But if you look at column number F has numeric numbers, right? So, if you click here, then you can say it is giving you number filters, right? Now, if you look at column number G, which is date, it will give you date filters. Can you see this? Right? So Excel is very smart, right? And it reads the data of that particular column, and then accordingly it suggests you the filters, right? So again, each column has numeric numbers, so it will suggest you some number filters, right? So from here, let's suppose I want to filter out the the salary of the persons who are in top 10, right? So you can see I clicked on this top 10 auto filter, right? And then it is asking whether numeric number or on the basis of percentage, right? So I say that let's suppose on the number only. Then it gave you the salary of the top 10 persons, right? Correct, guys? So in this way, Excel works very smartly, right? Now I will give you another example. Let's suppose I highlighted some rows here. Let's suppose I highlighted some rows in red here, right? Now we have two colors here. There are few colors where background is in blue, and there are few cells where background is in red, right? Now once you click on this, it gives you text filters, and it is now also giving you the option of filter by color, right? So because Excel is now treating this column, and when Excel was reading this column, it came to know that there are two colors here. So there can be a possibility that the user of the file might want to filter the data on the basis of the color, right? So for an example, let's suppose I give you a data set and I say that, okay, in this data set, in this particular column D, there are some color filters, right? So there are some data which have been highlighted in yellow, right? Now, please give me that data which are highlighted in yellow. So what you will do, you will come to D column, then you will automatically see there is an option of filter by color, and then you can select the color, and now you can see it is only returning you the data which are in red color. Correct? So guys, in this way, Excel is very smart over here, right? And see, actually in H column, there is no other color apart from blue. So the filter by color is not activated. Can you see here? But as soon as I will enter any color here, so for an example, let's suppose I enter any yellow color over here, right? Now you will see that filter by color mode gets activated. Are you able to get this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Now, guys, I am teaching you a function named as subtotal, right? So there is a function in Excel known as subtotal. Now, this function is very uh, good function, right? So for an example, let's suppose I want to check how much salary I am giving to every employee, right? So in this particular data set, there are 103 employees, right? Now I want to check what is the total burden on my company, as in how much salary I am supposed to give on a per monthly basis, right? So if I sum this up, I can get the salaries of all the 103 employees that I am supposed to pay. Correct, guys? So this is 8,92,000. So this salary I'm supposed to incur as an expense every month. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
What about rest? Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's suppose I'm your manager and I ask you that, okay, tell me the salary of the persons who are working in North. Now what you will do? You will do a filter of North and you will check the sum. But still the sum is 8,92,000 only. It didn't got changed, right? But here the North people sum is only 3,65,900, right? So it should get changed, right? But it's not changing. Correct, guys? Are you getting the difference? Right?
Yes, sir.
8 lakh
Yes, sir.
92, 8,92,000 was the salary of all the employees, right? Now I want the total of the salary of the employees who are working in North region. But when I filtered it out, this number in H4 didn't got changed, right? Because you have used the sum function. So sum function will not change the value. But now there is a function which is known as subtotal, right? Now let's see this function. So when you press subtotal, then first of all, it is asking for your function number, as in which operation do you want. So let's suppose if you want to do the average of the data, then you can select one. If you want to do the count, then two, then count a three, max four, min five, product six, so on and so on, right? So there are lots of variations here, right? So currently we want the sum. So I will either type nine, right? I will either type 9, comma, right? Because 9 is the number that is attributed to sum. So I can either select this or I can type numeric 9. Are you getting this, guys? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Now after numeric 9, it is asking me for the reference, right? So I will say I want the sum of all these columns, all these rows, right? So it is giving me a 8,92,000 as the answer. Now let's suppose I want to calculate the total salary that I am giving to North people. So now when I filter it out to North, can you see this? This number got changed, right? So guys, subtotal is the function which works on the filtered data, right? So you can assign a multiple functions to it, correct? But it will only show the results of the numbers which are currently selected, right? So guys, apart from the northeast region, there were three other regions, so those data are currently not selected, right? Because you have marked the filter for north, so it is only showing the sum of the salary of the people belonging to north region, right? Now let's suppose if I remove the filter, then it will show you the sum of the salaries of all the persons across all departments. Correct, guys? Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Should we move ahead? Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So guys, this is all regarding filter and all. Now let's move forward with the function named as if function, right? So guys, this function is known as logical function, or you can say it to be a conditional function, right? Correct, guys? So in this particular data set, right? First of all, let's understand the data, then we will discuss in detail about if function. Correct? So, guys, if you look at this data carefully, now this data is again the HR data. So here you have employee code, then first name, last name, department, reason, department code, hire date, salary, then DA, HRA, gross tax net. Right? So this is again the data of the people who are employed in a company. Okay, guys. So how can we achieve this? Correct? So, guys, first of all, see, actually, I will tell you one hack. Let's suppose if you are stuck anywhere in Excel or in financial modeling, right? Then there is one function in Excel and financial modeling which can help you to come out of that situation, right? And that function is known as if function, correct? If you are not able to understand anything, let's suppose which formula to use, right? If you are not able to get into the steps that, okay, uh, what things, um, yeah, like you are not able to get to the steps like how I can achieve this result and all, then you can start thinking in the direction of if function, right? Now if function will definitely help you to come out of that situation, right? So guys, doing a mastery of if function, you can easily find yourself in a situation that you are able to solve the complex problems as well. Correct? So, guys, let's look at this particular data set, and then there are 4 or 5 questions which are presented over here, and we will try to cover all of them in detail. And then, meanwhile, doing this, we will also learn how does an if function work. Correct? So, guys, the first question that is in the N column, cell number N1, it is written that salary is greater than 10,000, then 5% of salary, else 10% of salary, right? So, guys, here in this particular questions, you are supposed to calculate the bonus of every employee, right? So guys, what we are doing here, we are calculating the bonus of every employee, right? So in column number N, the criteria says that, okay, if salary of the person is greater than 10,000, right? Which means, correct guys? Now what this mean? This means that let's suppose if my salary, if my net salary is greater than 10,000, then I will get 5% of my salary as a bonus amount. Otherwise, I will get 10% of my salary as a bonus amount. Right? So, how many conditions are here, guys? Okay, are you understanding the question? Tell me, guys, are you able to understand the question? What is trying to be asked here?
Two condition is there.
Okay, so you are saying 2 conditions. What are the 2 conditions? Can you please repeat?
Salary should be the greater than 10,000, then 5% of salary, then otherwise 10% of the
No,
salary.
no, but 5% or 10% of salary is the output, right? That is the output that you need to give. That is not the condition, bro. That is the output.
One condition is there.
Yes. Guys, in this particular question, there is only one condition, that is salary should be greater than 10,000, right? So if salary is greater than 10,000, then 5%. Otherwise, the second case can be the salary is less than 10,000, right? Or equal to 10,000. So guys, in this particular question, right, there is only one condition. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys, should we move ahead? Should we start implementing the if function? Badao.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, guys, our condition is salary is greater than 10,000, then 5% of salary is 10% of salary, right? So, guys, now I will write on equal to if, right? So, this is the if function, guys. So, first of all, it is asking me what is your logical test that you needs to perform, right? So, I will tell him that my logical test is first that salary should be greater than 10,000, right? So I will go there. So I will write if, then I will go there and then I will say, I will go to the salary column, which is M3, and then I will say if M3 is greater than 10,000, right? So, guys, this is the logical test that you want to perform, right? Now, what if this happens, right? What if the salary is greater than 10,000? Then what will happen? So then you are supposed to give the bonus, which is 5% of your net salary. Correct, guys? And if this test is not possible, right? Let's suppose if there is a number which is less than 10,000, then what you will get? You will get 10% of your salary as a बोलो guys, ये आंसर में ये हम कैसे लगा रहे हैं? Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah, sir.
Are you able to get to the formula how we are implementing the formula? Are you able to understand this?
Yes, sir.
If formula, yes, sir.
Yes. Cool, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, guys, this is the first question. Okay. Now let's move forward with the second question. Right
Hmm.
now, what is the second question, guys? Second question says if salary is greater than 10,000, then 5% of salary. If salary is between 5,000 to 10,000, then 10% of salary. Right. And then otherwise, you are supposed to give the bonus of 15% of salary. Right. Now, tell me, guys, how many conditions are there? Is there any one condition or two condition or three condition?
Condition.
There are two conditions, sir.
बताओ गाइस कितने कंडीशन है यहाँ पे? टेल मी.
दो conditions है, sir.
Two conditions.
Okay, and what are
Two
those
conditions.
what are those two conditions?
एक तो 10,000 से ऊपर की सैलरी है, उसके लिए अलग क्राइटेरिया है, और दूसरा नंबर है जो 5,000 और 10,000 के बीच के हैं.
Yes, correct.
सैलरी ब्रैकेट हाँ
करेक्ट 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 सो गाइज अभी हमारे पास दो कंडीशन है तो अभी हम एक फंक्शन यूज करेंगे दैट इज नोन एज नेस्टेड इफ नाउ व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ नेस्टेड इफ गाइज if you are using if inside an if that is known as nested if, right?
यस
So guys, let's try to look at it. So I will say equal to if. Now what is the condition, guys? First condition is if my salary, if my net salary is greater than 10,000.
Sir, is there any audio issue from your side? Hello?
You are not able to listen me?
No, you are taking gap
सर
or
बीच बीच में ऑडियो पॉज हो जा रहा है.
Oh, 1 minute, guys. Let me just check my mic.
मुझे लगा
One
आप रोक के
second.
बोल रहे हैं.
Mic, 1 second, guys. Is it happening very frequently?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I'm listening
sorry.
since last 10 minutes.
Sorry. There might be some issue here. Okay. Okay, let me just remove my headphone. Okay, is it better now, guys?
Hmm.
Okay.
Now
Yes.
it continues.
Okay. So, guys, now if salary is greater than 10,000, then it is saying me 5% of my salary, right? So, I will say M3 into 5%, right? Now, there is a second. Now, if this is true, then I will get 5%. Now, what if this is not true? Then there is another condition. That condition is if my salary is between 5,000 to 10,000, then 10% of salary, right? So I will say, then the next condition is if, correct? If
Okay.
my salary
Hmm.
is less than equals to 5,000,
Hmm.
then give me
10% hike.
10% of my salary as a bonus. Otherwise, give me 15% of my salary. Correct? And then I can close this out. Are you getting this, guys? So how did I implemented this? So I will again repeat. So first of all, guys, salary is greater than 10,000. This condition is implemented here. Now the second condition was the range between 5,000 to 10,000, right? So if I write this as less than equals to 5,000, so agar aap logically, if you think it logically, then you will see that between this condition and this condition, this is already covered. तो ये वाला जो मैंने कंडीशन लगाया है, दिस कंडीशन ऑलरेडी अकाउंट्स फॉर द रेंज व्हिच इज 5,000 to 10,000. Why? Because when Excel will see that okay, salary is greater than 10,000, then it will automatically apply 5%, right? But when Excel will see that okay, if salary is, sorry, it should not be less than equals to, it should be greater than equals to, then it will work. Yeah. Now if Excel will see that okay, now first of all, Excel will check, okay, if salary is greater than 10,000 or not. If salary is greater than 10,000, then Excel will automatically apply 5% bonus, right? Now let's suppose Excel checks and it doesn't find that the salary is greater than 10,000. Then next thing that it will check is if the salary is greater than equals to 5,000 or not. Right? So guys, if और आपके पास रेंज क्या है? What is the range? Range is 5,000 to 10,000, right? So if your salary is greater than 10,000, then first condition will automatically work, right? तो अगर आपका salary is not less than 10, is not greater than 10,000, then this second condition will work, right? So Excel will again go and then it will check that, okay, what is my salary? If it is greater than equals to 5,000 or not, right? So once it will check that it is greater than equals to 5,000, then it will apply 10%, right? And the last case is that it is less than 5,000. So which is 15%, right? So in this way, Excel works. So guys, you need to understand Excel works step by step, right? So in the first step, what Excel will do, it will check for 10,000. अगर इसको 10,000 के ऊपर मिल गया, if it is able to find the salary above 10,000, then it will automatically apply 5%, right? Now Excel is, let's suppose, is not able to find the salary which is greater than 10,000. Then Excel will go to the second step. Now what is the second step? Excel will check that, okay, वो 10,000 से तो छोटा था, right? The number was less than 10,000, but is it greater than or equals to 5,000 or not? Which means Excel ने ये वाला रेंज पकड़ लिया, 5,000 to 10,000 वाला रेंज. करे गाइस? तो फिर, और अगर उसको ये वाला कंडीशन मिल गया, then it will simply apply this particular bonus percentage and it will stop there. Now let's suppose Excel को ये वाला कंडीशन भी ट्रू नहीं मिला, right? Then it will jump to the third step, which is 15% of the salary. ये आया सबको समझ में?
हाँ सर, बेसिकली इसमें 3 कंडीशन हो गए ना फिर तो, है ना?
No, there is only 2 conditions. Conditions number 1 is greater than 10,000. Condition number 2 is greater than 5,000, right? और बाकी तो वही होगा ना, बाकी तीसरा तो ऑटोमेटिक हो गया ना.
0 to
Correct.
5,000 वाला.
Yes, that is automatic ना, that is automatic.
अच्छा, इफ फॉल्स वैल्यू में आपने लिख दिया ना उसको, ठीक.
Yes, exactly, that is automatic guys. एक बात बताओ, मैंने अगर आपको बोला कि let's suppose राजू राम से बड़ा है, right? Correct. Raju is older than Ram, correct? And Ram is older than Syam, right? तो automatically Syam Raju से छोटा हो जाएगा ना, right? So that's the same thing which is happening here as well, correct? Correct guys? Okay, so guys, everyone understood this or not? Like Bijay, Dhiresh, Harish, Krishna, Mehula,
Yes,
Pooja.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, guys, so this is how we generally apply if function. Okay, now guys, I am going to teach you 2 functions. One is known as OR and the second one is known as AND. So there are 2 functions, guys, which are OR and AND. ठीक है? Now these functions are your life savior functions. ठीक है? ये functions आपको Excel में बहुत बार आपकी life save करेंगे. Correct? ये functions छोटे functions हैं, but these acts as a, you can say, remedy, right? और ये एक, you can say it acts as an ointment whenever you are stuck in Excel, right? So guys, if you look at the question in column number P, the question says that if department is equals to admin or sales, then 2,500 give me the bonus, otherwise 1,000, right? So guys, what is the question here? So question says that let's suppose if any person is working in admin department or sales department, then give him 2,500 bonus flat, otherwise 1,000 bonus flat. Right? So guys, in column number N and O, the bonus was decided on the salary basis. Right? What is the salary basis? But currently in column number P, the bonus is decided on the basis of department. Right? And the question says that, okay, whether department is admin or sales, then give me 2,500 as the bonus. Otherwise, give me 1,000 as the bonus. Correct, guys? So how we can counter this? So guys, I can say equal to if. Now guys, this is an or condition. Let's try to understand. Agar department admin ho, right? Let's suppose if department is admin or department is sales. In either case, you are giving 2,500. Correct, guys? It's an or condition. Correct, guys? It's an or condition. Correct? Correct, guys? It's
Yes, sir.
an or condition. So if my department is admin or sales, then give me 2,500. Otherwise, give me 1,000. So I will go and write if. Then under if, I will write or. Right? Now, or is asking me for logical one. So logical one, I will say, just go to region wala column. Sorry, not in region column. It should be in department. Yeah. Go to department, then check if it is equals to admin or not. Now, guys, admin is a text. Right? Admin is a text. So guys, I need to write it in double quotes. So guys, inside the formula, if you are writing anything which is text, then you should always put it under double quotes. Okay. Then guys, what is the next condition of or? So or either department is admin, or we can say comma department is equals to sales, right? Then I can close or function. So this is your logical test now, right? Now if this test is true, then give me 2500 as the bonus, otherwise give me 1000 as the bonus. Understood guys? Simple.
Yes, sir.
Okay guys, all clear? बाकी लोग?
Okay.
नहीं
Yes,
सर, ये
sir.
इसके साथ और कैसे कंबाइन हुआ, मतलब
So under or function we gave the two conditions, comma लगा के देखो. We gave the two conditions. The one condition was D3 equals to admin, which is अगर ये इस बंदे का डिपार्टमेंट एडमिन है, और कॉमा लगा के मतलब ये दूसरा कंडीशन है, और डिपार्टमेंट इज इक्वल्स टू सेल्स. हमने दो चीज लिखी ना यहाँ पे.
अच्छा
सो अंडर दिस इट विल चेक एवरीथिंग. तो अगेन एक्सेल स्टेप बाय स्टेप जाएगा, तो दिखाता हूँ आपको. सो हाउ एक्सेल वर्क्स. अगर आपको कभी एक्सेल का काम देखना है ना, तो देखो मैं आपको एक चीज सिखाता हूँ. सो अंडर योर टाइटल बार देयर इज ऑप्शन नेम्ड एज formula.
फॉर्मूला.
Under formula, there is an option named as evaluate formula. Can you see this?
यस.
Now click on this. अब देखो, अब आप जब इस पे, so this is the formula that I have applied. Now you want to see how Excel works. तो click on evaluate. देखो एक बार मैं evaluate दबाऊंगा तो इसने पहला चेक किया sales is equals to admin, तो इसको false मिलेगा ये. तो what it will give, देखो ये false हो गया पहला condition. Then second step it will check sales is equals to sales. तो D3 में sales है और हमने sales का कंडीशन लगाया, ये कंडीशन ट्रू हो गया, राइट? अब और के अंदर एक फॉल्स है एक ट्रू है, मतलब ट्रू होगा अल्टीमेटली, करेक्ट? देन अब ये आपको बताएगा कि अब ये कंडीशन ट्रू हो गया, तो मतलब ये 2500 उठाएगा, तो देन इट विल गिव यू द आंसर इज 2500. देखिए एक्सेल कैसे काम करता है. सो गाइस, whenever you are putting any longer formulas, right, and if your answer is not coming, right, then you can check your formula how it is working using evaluate formula, right? So it can help you a lot in evaluating your formula where you are making mistake and what is the thing that you are missing out, correct? Okay, now guys, let's move on to column number Q. Now, what is the problem in column number Q? Let's try to understand. So, guys, column number Q says reason is East and department is admin or sales, right? Then give me 5000, otherwise 2500. Can someone please explain this question except Arun? Can someone please explain this question except Arun and Krishna? Can someone please explain what is the and condition, how many conditions are here, and what is the combination that it should work?
We can use AND functions over here. If and
Sorry,
AND function.
sorry, Krishna, you are not allowed to answer.
So sorry, sir.
Come on, guys. Mehula, you can give it a try. Pooja is there. Ruhi is there. Tashi is there. Then we have again one more Pooja in
Sir,
the batch.
condition.
Yeah,
Sir, two condition apply.
yeah, Ruhi, can you please explain?
On this like sir, यहाँ reason east भी east को लगाना है.
Okay.
And sales and admin department.
Okay. So what does this mean? So guys, what does this mean? So this means that at the same time, east to hona hi chahiye always, right? East should always be there, but it can be a combination of east admin or east sales, right? अगर बंदा ईस्ट में एम्प्लॉयड है और उसका डिपार्टमेंट अगर एडमिन है या सेल्स है, तभी उसको 5000 देना है. otherwise 2500 देना है. Correct? So there are two conditions here, guys. Number one is that region should always be east. Correct? And the second condition is department can be admin or sales. करेक्ट. अब मुझे आप लोग एक बात बताइए. लेट सपोज एक बंदा है जो नॉर्थ रीजन में काम कर रहा है, राइट. लेट सपोज देयर इज अ गाय हु इज वर्किंग इन नॉर्थ रीजन एंड हिज डिपार्टमेंट इज एडमिन. उसको 5000 बोनस मिलेगा या 2500 बोनस मिलेगा? टेल मी गाइस. क्यू कॉलम का क्वेश्चन उठाते हैं. नाउ देयर इज अ सिचुएशन इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू वेयर a person is working in a north region and his department is admin, whether he will awarded with a bonus of 5000 or 2500.
2500.
5000
2500.
5000 कितने लोग बोल रहे हैं ये बताओ. कोई है यहाँ पे 5000 वाला? गुड गाइस, इट शुड बी 2500. व्हाई? बिकॉज ठीक है उसका डिपार्टमेंट एडमिन है, इट्स फाइन, बट दैट पर्सन इज नॉट वर्किंग इन ईस्ट रीजन, राइट. ही इज वर्किंग इन नॉर्थ रीजन, सो हिज bonus is only 2500. Okay, so guys इसको कैसे करेंगे? तो now guys we are supposed to write if then and, right. So and means compulsory, ये तो होना ही होना है, right. So guys and में first of all we will put the condition as reason is equals to east. So I will go to reason column, then I will say reason is equals to east. Correct. Now under and I will write an or. Correct. So basically I am making a combination of east admin or east sales, right. So I will go back and I will say or D3 is equals to admin, comma, D3 is equals to sales. Correct. Now I can close my and bracket and or bracket, right. Now you can see I made the condition. मैंने एंड के अंदर लगा दिया कि ईस्ट एडमिन हो या फिर और ईस्ट सेल्स हो, राइट. इफ दिस इज हैपनिंग देन गिव मी 2500, otherwise then give me 5000, otherwise give me 2500. Are you able to get this, guys? Let's go back to evaluate formula again. Let's try to understand what Excel is doing here. Okay, so guys, what Excel will do, it will go to first of all check the reason, right. It found that it's the north region, it's not the east region, so your and condition is false, and under or you have one false and true, so ultimately it will be true. But and के condition में आपका दोनों condition true होना चाहिए, then only it is true, because and means साथ में लेके चलना है, right. And or means या तो ये या तो ये, either this or that, right. तो यहाँ पे ये पूरा and आपका false बन जाता है, correct. And then false में 2500. Let's go to some cell where we are getting 5000. So this is one cell where we are getting 5000, correct. Now let's do an evaluate formula here, correct. So guys, first of all, Excel checks for the reason. It sees that, okay, east is equals to east, so it's fine. Then it goes to or condition. So D2 is admin, so it's true, and sales wala will be false. So ultimately or का combination true comma false will be true. Now and को दोनों true चाहिए, right. So it got both true. Now ultimately this equation is true, so your logical test is true, so it will throw you a number named as 5000. Correct, guys? So this is how we put in the formulas. This is how we combine the formulas, right. See, actually guys, Excel is not about using so much of fancy formulas or like knowing everything, right. I am working in Excel since 9.5 years, correct. But still there can be some functions which I don't know, correct, because no one can hold a mastery of it. If anyone is giving himself a rating of 10 in Microsoft Excel out of 10, 10 out of 10, then he is telling a lie. Because there are so many functions in Excel that nobody knows all the function. There are lots of things in Excel, right? But what is important is that whatever work you are supposed to do on a daily basis, right? You can know that from which function you can achieve this, right? So guys, right now I'm using if, and or. I can achieve the same thing through another function. I can achieve the same thing through another function, right? So it doesn't matter which function you are using. The thing that matters is that your answer should be correct, right? So guys, you can call yourself a champion in Excel once you are able to do a mastery of the thing, that what are the combination of functions that I am supposed to use. Correct? Guys, I am teaching you 5 models, right? पूरे 5 models में I am going to use only 6 to 7 different type of functions. ठीक है? मैं 7 से 8 या मैक्सिमम 10, कोई मैक्सिमम 10 में आपको एक्सेल के फंक्शन का नाम दिखा दूंगा. Those functions are only that we will use throughout in our modeling. ठीक है? Even in my today's life only I use only those functions. But उस फंक्शन को कैसे यूज करना है and when I am supposed to use that function, that you should know. And once you know this, then you can call yourself a master in Excel. Correct? तो ये कैसे आएगा? Now there is a question. सर ये आएगा कैसे? तो guys, पहले तो जो वर्कबुक which I am giving you guys as a practice, ये वर्कबुक पहले बनाओ. Right? After this, then I will give you some practice materials. Right? तो आपको वो करना है. Correct? उसके बाद once you start your modeling classes, फिर वहां पे जैसे जैसे आप फॉर्मूला लगाते जाओगे आपकी एक्सेल ऑटोमेटिकली इंप्रूव होती जाएगी, राइट? सो यू आर नॉट सपोज टू डिवोट एनी एक्स्ट्रा टाइम टू एक्सेल. करेक्ट? सो वंस योर मॉडलिंग गेट स्टार्टेड, तो वहां पे जब आप फॉर्मूला लगाते जाएंगे देन योर एक्सेल विल ऑटोमेटिकली कीप ऑन पॉलिशिंग. और ये जो थॉट प्रोसेस विच आई एम telling you guys to develop, that what are the combination of functions that you should use, that thought process will get developed once you practice modeling. Correct? But this doesn't mean कि आपको एक्सेल प्रैक्टिस नहीं करना, आपको करना है. आपको पता तो होना चाहिए कौन सा फंक्शन लगाना है. यही नहीं पता होगा तो करोगे क्या? Right? So guys, that's why this is very important to understand. Okay? अब बताओ किसी को कोई डाउट है यहाँ तक? Do you guys have any doubt till now?
No, sir.
Okay, all good? Cool. Okay, guys. So now let's move on to some another functions. So, guys, we will be covering more functions today. The number one is SUMIF. Number second is SUMIFS. Number third is COUNTIF. Number fourth is COUNTIFS. Then average if and average ifs. Okay. Guys, let's look at this data. This is the data of a vineyard. Correct? Now, in this data, if you look at the data carefully, it's giving you the order date, right? Then this is the product which they produce. This is the quantity of the product. Then this is the month, right? The month means that in which month they have placed the order. So if you look at the dates carefully, you will find it. Okay, guys, one more thing. My Excel date format is MMDDYY. I use this format in my PC. If you look at the right hand side, जहां पे अभी मैं कर्सर घुमा रहा हूं, you will find that my date is in MMDDYYYY format, right? तो अगर गाइज आप लोग में से किसी का DDMM YYYY फॉर्मेट है, तो प्लीज आप उसी फॉर्मेट में एक्सेल में डेट डालेंगे. करेक्ट. सो गाइज वॉट एवर इज योर सिस्टम फॉर्मेट ऑफ डेट, एक्सेल विल ऑल्सो पिक अप दैट फॉर्मेट ओनली. करेक्ट. तो गाइज इस डेटा में जैसे देखो ये 8/23/1999 ले रहा है. करेक्ट. सो सो इट इज पिकिंग अप द फॉर्मेट अकॉर्डिंग टू माई सिस्टम. बट अगर यही फाइल लेट सपोज आई एम सेंडिंग टू यू एंड योर सिस्टम फॉर्मेट इज DDMMYYY, तो ये जो अभी यहाँ पे 8/23 लिखा हुआ है ना, आपके में 23/8 लिखा होगा. राइट. तो एक्सेल ऑटोमेटिकली कन्वर्ट कर लेता है, उसके लिए आपको वरी होने की जरूरत नहीं है. बट हाँ, इफ यू आर राइटिंग डेट मैनुअली, right, then you should always keep in mind that you are writing date in the format in which your system format is. Correct. So guys, for an example, let's suppose मेरे को डेट लिखना है 15 अगस्त, right? तो I will write 15th, sorry, August is 8th month, then 15, then 2026. अगर मैं इसको 15/8/2026 लिखूंगा ना, तो एक्सेल विल नॉट ट्रीट दिस एज अ डेट. ये एक्सेल इसको डेट की तरह ट्रीट ही नहीं कर रहा. देखो इसको टेक्स्ट की तरह ट्रीट कर लिया. देख रहे हो आप, दिस इज ऑटोमेटिकली लेफ्ट अलाइन एंड द अदर वन इज राइट अलाइन. कैन यू सी दिस? सो एक्सेल इज ट्रीटिंग दिस एज अ डेट एंड दिस एज अ टेक्स्ट. अब अगर मैं यहाँ पे लेट सपोज 8/15/2026 लिख दूं, तो देखो now excel is treating this as a date. Correct. So guys, you need to be very careful while writing down the dates. Okay. Then guys, this in column number E we have age. Now what is age? Since these are wines, तो wines में age होता है ना 15 year, 20 year, 25 years. So this is the age. Then we have reason, that in which region they are selling the data. So NRW, Saarland. Then we have, I think, more regions below, Bayern, BW, so on and so on. Then this is product region. This is nothing but a combination of product multiplied by region. So if you see it carefully, it's this into this, with this and this. Okay. Now, guys, the first question that is there for you guys is that you need to count NRW, PFAL, Saarland, BW, so on and so on in this particular data, right? So my question to you is that you, under this particular order book, you are supposed to count how many times NRW had occurred. Are you getting the question, guys? This is a data point. This data point has 3,350 rows, right? Now I want you to count that out of 3,350 rows, how many times NRW had occurred, right? So this means that I'm asking you to do a count of NRW. So how you can do this? So guys, here is a condition. And what is the condition and how much condition, guys? There is only one condition here. And that condition is you are supposed to do the counting of the reason on the basis of reason name, right? So NRW is the condition. And there is only one condition here. Are you getting my point? How many conditions are here, guys? Only one condition? एक ही condition है ना? Tell me, guys, how many conditions are there? There is only one condition, right? Which is of reason.
Sir.
क्या, guys, are you all not able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there is only one reason, there is only one criteria, that is NRW, right? So now how we can achieve this? So guys, if there is only one condition, then you can use COUNTIF, right? So guys, the difference between COUNTIF and COUNTIFs is that if you have one condition, then you can use COUNTIF. But if you have more than one condition, then you can't use COUNTIF. Then you need to use COUNTIFs, right? बट एक कंडीशन के लिए भी आप काउंटिफ्स यूज कर सकते हो, लेकिन एक से ज्यादा कंडीशन के लिए आप काउंटिफ यूज नहीं कर सकते. करेक्ट. सो गाइस, काउंटिफ्स कैन बी यूज्ड आइदर फॉर वन कंडीशन और मोर देन वन कंडीशन. ठीक है. बट काउंटिफ कैन बी यूज्ड ओनली फॉर वन कंडीशन. दिस इज द बेसिक डिफरेंस. ओके, अब ये देखते हैं गाइस. So guys, now NRW region count, so I can do a COUNTIF. Then it is asking you for a range, right? So this is our range, guys. This is our range where we will find NRW. Now it is asking me for a criteria. So my criteria is NRW, right? So in this particular instance, in this particular table, there are 999 instances when NRW has occurred. Correct, guys? फिर से करके दिखाऊं, फिर से कर देता हूं. इक्वल टू काउंटिफ, it is asking me for a range, so I selected this range, right? Now guys, I am supposed to write down a formula in this particular cell, and I should drag it down so that my value gets populated, right? So I can freeze this whole array, because सबके लिए तो इतना ही array में हमें चेक करना है ना. तो I can freeze this whole array. And this, if you want to freeze, then you can freeze column. If you don't want to freeze anything, then also it's fine. Okay, so this is how COUNTIF works. Correct, guys? Bolo.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we have quantity total. Right now, I want to do a total of the quantity. Right? So total of the quantity means that NRW में हमने total कितनी quantity sell करी है. Right? So now this is a sum वाला question. Now this is not a count वाला question. Right? So guys, here we will be using SUMIF. तो SUMIF में भी same problem है guys. It works only for one condition, and SUMIFs works for one or more than one condition. Similar with average if and average ifs as well. Okay. So guys, what is the question here? Question is reason quantity total, right? So I will do SUMIF. Now it is asking me for a range. So guys, range means criteria range, where your criteria lies. So my criteria will lie in this range, guys. And it is asking me for a criteria. My criteria is NRW. And now it is asking me for a sum range. Where do you want to do a sum? So I want to do the sum of quantities. So I will select C, column C. Okay. Now guys, you need to be careful with one thing here. See, actually I can select the range from row number 6 as well, because row number 5 is nothing but a header, right? So I can select the array from row number 6 as well. It is not going to impact anything. But you need to be very careful that if you are selecting one range from row number 6, then your other range should also be selected from row number 6 only, right? In this particular formula, I have started selecting the range from row number 5. Can you see? For criteria range, I started selection from row number 5. So my sum range should also start from row number 5. और एंडिंग पॉइंट भी सेम होना चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि आप एक चीज को यू आर स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम रो नंबर 6 and the another thing you are starting from row number 5. Then it might give you incorrect values, right? So there are some instances where we found that Excel is giving incorrect values. Correct? So guys, आप जो भी रेंज ले रहे हैं, it should be consistent. तो यहां पे मैंने 5 नंबर रो से 3354 तक कर लिया था क्राइटेरिया रेंज. So my sum range should also be from row number 5 to 3354. It should not be the case कि मेरा sum range यहाँ पे 6 to 3354 हो. No, then I am doing a mistake here. Okay, then I can copy this formula downwards and I can get my result. Did you got this, guys? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Everyone other?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
cool. Okay, guys. Let's move this. Okay. Wow. Okay, this question was asked in an Excel interview. So, जब भी whenever you are trying to apply for a job in financial modeling or equity research or anything that is related to IB domain, so some companies take Excel test also, right? कुछ companies जैसे MCube है, equity में भी check करते हैं. So there are some companies which will take your Excel test. And the question which you see on the screen right now, this question is from an Excel test. ठीक है, so there is a company named as PwC. ये PwC का एक्सेल टेस्ट का क्वेश्चन है. Correct? Now you will be surprised to know that this question is very simple. But like when I was working with PwC, I framed their case study round wala case study and also this Excel test. I only framed it. So when I was checking the result of the like copy of the candidates who have submitted their test after applying on the portal, तो आपका टेस्ट होता है तो वो हमारे पास आता है चेक होने के लिए. तो when I was checking the answers, you won't believe 85% of people are not able to solve this simple question. And this is very simple question. In this question, there is only one use of formula that is known as SUMIFS. But the layout of this question is very confusing. And people gets confused with that. Okay. So guys, can you look at this data? See, actually, whenever you are attempting any question, first of all, you need to understand data. What your data is trying to say. And what is the output that you are dreaming to get. Correct? If you are not understanding your data, and if you are simply going into the cell writing formula, अच्छा ठीक है, ये कर देता है, ये कर देता है, ये कर देता है, you will not be able to solve the question. It's like a comprehension, guys. Unless and until you read a comprehension, you will not be able to solve the questions related to that comprehension. Right? So it's the same thing. Unless and until you understand the data, you will not be able to answer the question. Because आपको पता ही नहीं चलेगा कि कौन सा फॉर्मूला लगाना है. ठीक है? Let's look at this data, guys. If you look at this data is nothing but this data is the insurance claim that patients have submitted through different hospital networks. ठीक है? अभी मैं आपको दिखाता हूं. So these are your hospital networks. This is your bill type. Then this is your indicator, whether it is an inpatient or an outpatient. Then this is MSA. This might be the address and all. Then this is the claim settlement submitted amount. What was the amount of claim that was submitted? Then this is the discount amount. What was the discount that was provided? And then this is the year in which claim was submitted. Correct, guys? Did you got this? Correct, guys? Did you understood the data? यार बोलो.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, guys, what you are supposed to calculate. So here is your calculation field. And you are supposed to calculate that, let's suppose if my network is CCN and if my bill type is PH and indicator is IN, then what is my total submitted amount? Correct, guys? So let's suppose this is med cost, right? Now for med cost, if I look at this combination, so for med cost network, how much was the total claim submitted amount if the bill type was PH and indicator was outpatient, right? So this is the thing that is supposed to be calculated here. Did you got the question? Yes, no, maybe? बताओ यार जल्दी बताओ. क्वेश्चन आ रहा है आपको समझ में?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So guys, now the second challenge. You are only supposed to write a formula in cell number C4, and that formula should be dynamic enough that if I copy the formula and spread it across in the other rows, my numbers should get populated correctly, right? So the exact question which I put it here was that you are supposed to calculate the total submitted amount according to this combination, but you are only supposed to write the formula in cell number C4, and then you are supposed to drag it across so that my results get populated. So it should not be the case that you are using a different formula in C4 and a different formula in F8, for an example, right? So that means that formula should be consistent and it can be easily achieved. So I will do a dynamic formula here so that if I copy that formula across other cells, the numbers will get updated. So guys, let's try to build a formula. So guys, the first and foremost thing, tell me how much conditions are there. So we are going to use SUMIFS for sure. But tell me how much conditions are there.
2 conditions.
Why 2 conditions?
Because one is network type and bill type.
Okay,
So bill
one,
type and indicator.
okay, so one condition is bill type and second condition is indicator. Okay, two conditions. Okay. Okay, so these two are only conditions.
For CCN, it's 2 condition, and private healthcare also, it's 2 conditions.
Okay. What about rest, guys? What do you guys think? चलो participate करते हैं, मजा आएगा. There is no right, there is no wrong answer, and I'm not judging you. Tell me, guys, if anyone have any other opinion. कि नहीं सर एक ही क्राइटेरिया है?
Criteria will be two, sir.
सॉरी, हाउ मच?
Two criteria is there. Bill type should be PH and indicator should be in. And then we have to find that CCN and private healthcare system.
So there should be three criteria here. You are contradicting your own words. Guys, the first criteria is network. कि आपको सीसीएन नेटवर्क का ही पता करना है. गाइस, गो बैक टू दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन. आपको एनआरडब्ल्यू का ही काउंट पता करना था. सो एनआरडब्ल्यू वाज वन क्राइटेरिया. Correct? So, guys, here also CCN is the first criteria. Then the second criteria is your bill type should be PH. And third criteria is that your indicator should be IN. So, in total, there are three criteria here. Tell me, guys, तीन कंडीशन है या नहीं?
Sir.
क्या हो गया यार, सारे एमबीए फाइनेंस वाले हैं इस बैच में तो. मेरी पुरानी बैच में तो फिर भी यार लोग काफी दूसरे स्ट्रीम के हैं. इस बैच में तो एमबीए फाइनेंस. क्या हो गया? कंडीशन पता करना है गाइस. मॉडलिंग तो बहुत दूर की बात है. हरीश, मैडी, मेहुला, पूजा, पूजा अगेन, रूही, ताशी, अरुण. गैस कम ऑन, तीन क्राइटेरिया आ रहा है आपको समझ में? हाँ ना? बताओ.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
तो गैस प्लीज रिस्पॉन्ड ना.
Yes, sir.
ओके. सो गैस आई कैन राइट सम इफ्स. देन व्हाट इज माय सम रेंज? My sum range will be submitted amount because I want to do a total of submitted amount. So I can freeze this whole thing, correct? Because the range is going to be same for every scenario, correct? Then it is asking you for a criteria range one. So guys, my criteria range one can be, I am supposed to only select CCN, right? So from this, what should I freeze? Column or row? और बोथ? या फिर कुछ नहीं? चार ऑप्शन है आपके पास. B4 में हमें क्या फ्रीज करना चाहिए? बी को फ्रीज करना चाहिए, फोर को करना चाहिए, या बी और फोर दोनों को करना चाहिए, या फिर किसी को नहीं करना चाहिए? बोलो गाइस, किसको फ्रीज करें? बी को करे, फोर को करे, दोनों को करे?
दोनों को नहीं करना चाहिए।
ओके,
Sir,
किस?
B
फोर
को.
को।
सिर्फ बी को करना चाहिए. ओके, गुड. गुड गाइस. बी. ओके. देन वी हैव नेक्स्ट क्राइटेरिया, दैट इज बिल टाइप. कूल. अब आप ध्यान से देखना, मैं हर एक में 14 to 63 ले रहा हूं. देख रहे हो आप? ये चीज ध्यान रखना, छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं. अब मेरा क्राइटेरिया रेंज 2 हो गया. बिल टाइप. अब इसमें किसको फ्रीज करे, रो को करे या कॉलम को करे? C2 में. बोलो गाइस, किसको करे? सी को करे, टू को करे, या दोनों को कर दे?
सर सी को फ्रेज होगा।
सी फ्रीज होगा रूही? क्यों
यस सर।
सी क्यों फ्रीज होगा? अगर सी को फ्रीज कर देंगे तो अगला वाले में भी वो सी को ही रेफर करेगा ना, बट अपने
सर
को
पीएच बिल टाइप तो उसी में है ना।
तो बट हमें रो को फ्रीज करना चाहिए ना यहाँ पे, ताकि मैं इस फॉर्मूला को जब दोबारा लेके आऊं तो एक बार ये ओपी पे भी तो आना चाहिए, इस तीसरे वाले कॉलम में,
ओके सर।
है ना? ओके, सॉरी, एक कंडीशन रह गया। ओके, देन वी हैव वन मोर कंडीशन which is your built indicator. Now build indicator should be, यहाँ पे भी रो को फ्रीज करना होगा, एंड नाउ यू गॉट योर आंसर, दिस आंसर। देखो रूही, अगर हम यहाँ पे सी को फ्रीज कर देते, मान के चलो C2 में हमने सी को फ्रीज कर दिया, तो जब हम ई पे आए फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल, तो यहाँ पे अपने को E2 को रेफर करना था, राइट? तो अगर मैं वहां पे सी फ्रीज कर दिया होता तो ये यहाँ पे C2 ही लेता, विच इज रॉन्ग,
यस
करेक्ट?
सर।
तो
यस सर।
इसलिए हमें यहाँ पे रो फ्रीज करना था, क्यों? क्योंकि जब मैं नीचे आऊं तो भी मुझे यही दो रो ही के ही नंबर वो चाहिए ना।
यस सर।
ठीक है गाइस, अंडरस्टूड? ओके, ठीक है। ठीक है गाइस, आई विल स्टॉप हेयर, आई विल नॉट गो into more detail. I will stop here because I have covered whatever I wanted to cover today. Okay, but there are some serious questions that I wanted to